I recently compared the Yeti against my new Shure SM7b microphone. Looking back, I've done quite a few comparison videos against other mics, but I haven't actually done one as a standalone review for this mic yet. So in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on the Blue Yeti microphone after using it for the past 10 years or so, and whether I'd still recommend it in 2021. So let's get into it. The Blue Yeti is a USB tri-capsule array condenser microphone. It features a gain dial at the back, a mute button, zero latency headphone output with the option to select between cardioid, bidirectional, omnidirectional, and a stereo mode. The included stand is nice and sturdy, but for the best signal to noise ratio, you should really be as close as possible to the mic. But when placed on the desk, I find it a little bit too low. And so I tend to use a mic boom arm or a mic stand to get it closer to my face. And if you adjust the angle a lot, the knob tends to get a bit loose, which makes it really easy, since it's quite a heavy mic, to flop back and forth. Especially when it falls backwards, it tends to hit this point at the back, which causes the paint to flake. Way back when it first launched, the only color available is this silver chrome color, which I'm not a huge fan of as it reflects everything in the room, especially this chrome bit here. But luckily they do make other color options nowadays. The mesh grill is supposed to help with plosives, but in reality, if you speak too close to the mic, it will pop the audio like so. I have tried using a foam cover before, but that didn't really help much either. Without the pop filter, it tends to pop the audio like pack pepper pineapple pizza. And if you just add a simple cheap pop filter like this one, pineapple pizza Pokemon pop pop pop, hopefully that will help with the plosives. Depending whether you need the multiple pickup pattern options, it can be useful, but for me I tend to only use the cardioid setting, which is a bit wasteful, as in the money could have been spent elsewhere perhaps, or maybe the design could have been smaller since it doesn't need the triple capsule at the top, maybe. That wraps up the things that I'm not particularly keen on this mic. Now let's move on to the things that I do like about this mic. First and foremost is the audio quality, and arguably the single most important point. Personally, I really like the way it sounds with my voice without needing to tweak it with any EQ. It has a nice warm tone to it without being too muffled. The USB connection is super easy to use without the need of any driver, on my Mac at least. I'm not sure about Windows. Like for this video, I'm using Audacity to record the audio, and it just works perfectly fine. I also often use it with FaceTime calls, which makes it very versatile, so you can use it in multiple scenarios. The zero latency monitor feature is very helpful to check your audio when you're recording, or you can actually use it as a USB headphone output as well if required. And finally, the price. At around £120 or $170, I think it's reasonable for the audio quality, features, and the build quality as well. If you don't mind the size and ignore the other pickup patterns, or if they are useful to you, then that's even better value, I suppose. Just remember to spend a little bit for the pop filter and possibly a mic stand. So in conclusion, I still would recommend this mic in 2021, especially now that they make other colors, since I don't like the chrome like I have said. The newer colors are a nice touch. If you haven't seen my recent video comparing the Yeti against the SM7b, you might want to check out to see how a mic that's like 3 times the cost of the Yeti sounds in comparison. The result might surprise you. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, a like would really help me out tremendously for my channel. A huge thank you for watching as always. My name is Joe, and hopefully I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye for now.